My chest is off limits. Estelle, so we meet again. As I said, my skull is off limits, but I got something here that I heard you might fancy quite a bit too. Black moss on sole crab shells, pickled in, wait for it, grog. Now, I've collected all the treasures you returned on deck, and the only thing that's missing is the pen. No, thank you. I haven't been hungry in 7 years. All right, but once I've taken a bite, you'll give me the pen. Now, how am I going to regret this? You know, it doesn't taste too... Why have you... Ooh. No escape from our bait. Hook, line and sinker. Let's reel them in. I'll take that. Treasure fishing. That's my head, thank you very much. Now please, hand me that pen. Careful waving it around like that, Estelle. That pen is really, really dangerous. You look at yourself, Estelle. The pen, now. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Now please be so kind and get me out of this place. Good! I finally got all my things back. The only thing left to do is speak to Pete and the Nameless One. I don't want nobody spreading the word that I'm not holding up the ends of my bargains. Greetings! I'm here to honour my part of the bargain.
Estelle really did it. Hey, Pete, look. The gentleman is here to honour his bargain. Oh, indeed. That's really quite some... thing, Quentin. Oh, but it's not just Quentin. It's Lord Quentin of Stoutshire Brooks. Oh, it is. I'm sorry, my lord. I didn't recognise you there.
Oh, that's all you wanted? Meet me again so you can spout your usual silliness.
Oh, yes. And please make sure you visit Madame Gertrude of Brexter Castle as well.
You know I'm not one to hand out freebies, but since you've been oddly helpful, I'll consider it.
We're most obliged, Lord Quentin of Brundundergariski.
But what? Oh, I don't even want to know. Let me leave. Those fellows. Someday the Marley has to remind me how they got here in the first place. Well, let's see to the old woman then.
Ah, Quentin. It's so nice of you to visit. You so rarely come to my place.
Ah, hello. What? Say that again.
Well, you do rarely come. I can barely remember.
No, I mean, You do recognise me? You realise I'm Quentin?
Well, of course, Quentin. I've always had an eye for men with such pronounced facial hair as yours.
Facial... Oh, that lumpy swash of latrine water! She could have blown my head into bits and pieces with that pen. Explains why the skullheads were acting all strange, too. Oh, I gotta give it to her. Estelle got me good this time.
Estelle gave you that trim? Oh, maybe that monkey does have more taste than I thought. I'll have to have a pot of tea with her sometime. For now, why don't you stay here for a while?
Yeah, I gotta sit somewhere and polish my skull anyway. So please go ahead, Gertrude. I've got quite some time to spare.
And then they were going on and on about the amount of heads on my chest. They might think this just vile decorum, but you can't imagine the strain the pitch of their voices put on my many ears. Ah, but I know that you do understand me, Quentin. Oh, besides, have I told you about the parrot droppings that have been infesting my left eye socket?
Opportunity calls.
Awake again. Très bien. I must inspect the cannons at once.
So the mighty Gael Lebris does not slow down. Is it true you once sailed a galleon all on your own?
Ha! That I did. I wrote a poem about it. Maybe you've heard it? Storm. You and I fought over the blue. I prevailed, but so did you. You moved on with grayish hue, left me behind. I long after you. But where are my manners? You are new here. You know my name, so may I ask yours?
Athea Manicato, navigator on this illustrious treasure hunt.
A navigator? Well, as long as you get us close to where my cannon must fire, we will work well together.
Canoness, before you bury yourself in work, you must visit the training deck.
Ah, Maul. You fear I am rusted? I will descend into your bowels and prove you wrong. This is work for my cannon. Well, I was going to clean my cannon anyway. Magnifique! I need ammunition. Any volunteers? Cannon ready. Marvelous!
I see your reluctance to use actual cannonballs holds firm.
There is no poetry in iron and shrapnel. Besides, people are way more fun. indulgencia. I'll be cautious, but it's still going to hurt. Ew. Short fuse, long rope. This is where the fun begins. Always a pleasure. Whew! Here we are. Ready for a challenge. It is mine. Ah!
You almost broke them in two.
The crackles draw them. A little spectacle just for you. Ah. Who doesn't like gunpowder mixed with fiery passion? Where do I put this? Another ace in the hole. I can resist the noise. This is going to be a long shot. A fine shot.
Considering your ability to summon embers from your hands, I'm glad there aren't more explosions on board.
If I didn't keep my fire in check, I'd have more than one giant hole in my body. A test! Let me show you what a Breton canoness can do. Little bombs. This will occupy them for a bit. Like moths to the firecracker.
Commence the right of inquiry. My hands shall stay calm.
Little explosives are just as good. Marvelous.
A nice bauble.
Another ace in the hole.
They always fall for it.
This shall not go unanswered. Measure. Calculate. Rectify.
circles draw them. A little spectacle just for you. Where do I put this?
They too are servants of the maiden.
Little bombs. Like moths to the firecracker. This will occupy them for a bit.
Maiden
Fire away.
shall not go unanswered. Measure, ensure, calcula, rectify.
The landing could be a bit rough.
The rites concluded. Nothing
Part of
was
the design.
I've heard enough of this.
Little explosives are just as good. They always fall out. Always up there. Right here.
You've mastered my challenge, Canoness. We will not keep you from your duties any longer. Return to deck. We have a full crew now. Everyone has been revived. All that is left now is to complete the mirror's test. My Canoness returns in full glory.
Ah, oui. Although I'd argue with a giant hole in my belly, full might not be the most fitting word.
You do know the ship doctor could fix that.
There! And stuff it full of vines. No, mon bateau. I think it rather suits me.
Your fashion choices aside, I'm glad you're back to see to the cannons.
I trust our armaments are still as immaculate as I left them.
The skeleton crew have started using your cannons to shoot at seagulls. They have not been cleaned since. One was dropped into the sea, another dragged down into the deep hold. I suspect Estelle's behind it.
Marley, can't you keep your crew in check?
I cannot keep my eyes on everyone, Canoness. There are more of them than you think.
I must go and assess the damage at once.
Opportunity calls.
How can I help?
Gael, can I ask, what brought you aboard the Marley?
For me, the Marley was a respite, a retreat.
A retreat?
Ugh. I've been trying to face my demons more often lately, so I'll try to tell you. I was in hiding from the Inquisition for a while, but as you might imagine, that was difficult given my size.
Why would somebody like you hide from a few Inquisition goons?
Strength comes not just from the body, Ifia. The soul has an equal part in it, you know. And when the soul needs mending, the body does too.
And things are better for you now?
Let's say they haven't become any worse. Anyway, the Capitan came to a bar I was taking refuge in.
A stroke of luck, then.
No. I was paying for my room by betting entire pirate crews to arm wrestle me. Of course, as my notoriety grew, I was in danger of being found again by the Inquisition. But the Capitan found me first. He challenged me. If he beat me, I'd join his crew, and if not, He'd still pay me a year's worth of Canoness salary. And, well, I'm here, n'est-ce pas?
Set a course, navigator. We have arrived at Calamity Reef.
Good. I have perfected my dish just in time. Is the kitchen prepared?
Yes. I was able to slip it through thanks to the energy.
I must go there and start the cooking. Let us see if my mastery will lure Sam Bellamy from beyond the grave. I suggest we choose a landing nearby.
It's about time.
At long last!
Onward! The kitchen awaits. Death is not defeat.
Huh? Cut some throats for me.
I'm here. The angler stew is boiling. Now we wait.
A strange place for a meal and a chat.
This is the site of a long-past battle. The souls of dead captains frequent this place. If my call is heard anywhere, it is here.
Who pulls Black Sam from his spectral travels with the promise of culinary plunder?
That would be me.
Toya, yes. Who else could it be? How fares corporeal life?
I have created a dish that could seduce the Reaper himself. A dish for a duel, Bellamy!
Ha ha ha! You drag me from the nether to duel a ghost.
One final time, Bellamy. I will be victorious!
Still clinging to the past, are ye? Very well. I accept your challenge. However, owed to my present state, we shall alter the rules a bit. Oh, to walk in flesh again. It has been so long. I have taken the body of the zealot, Toya. Bring me your stew. I will taste it once you have driven me from this vessel.
It actually worked. That's Black Sam himself.
Aye, and now the duel has begun. I'll bring the prime stew, take down the guard he possesses, and I will serve him his portion.
At your command.
I've heard news from Madre Grande.
Yes, yes, you can tell me later.
The expected...
Having trouble reaching me, Toya. Perhaps you've lost your edge.
Admit it, dead man. You're only impatient because you long for my cooking.
Yeah, I have missed these bouts of ours. Almost as much as the food. Oh, what fun we had in the old times, when the Marianne carried us into the deep unknown. Every island more strange than the last, bearing fruit and spice and meats unknown. You did not shirk the challenge, and every new recipe you dared kept our souls intact.
I could have poisoned you 1,000 ways. Perhaps I should have.
Yeah, that would have been too easy now, wouldn't it?
Hesitation is defeat. The heart, raise with your legs.
Perhaps you need rest.
This Wilson, a heavy customer.
Is that? Oh? The maiden guides the heart.
The fire shield.
You are taking your time, Toya, and I will take mine. Oh, how I've missed the pleasures of breath.
Is that? I don't know. Who wanders off their ordained path?
Sufficiently. Raise with your legs. A useful gift.
Who disturbs my sacred task?
I can smell you coming, Toya. I'm waiting.
Commence the right of inquiry. Any aberration shall be rectified.
The taste of a heavy customer.
I stand ready.
Vile noise.
Sufficiently.
Zealots around.
Hesitation is defeat.
I am driven out. Now then, serve your dish, Toya. Toya, your skill has grown.
Aye, with this dish, I have achieved perfection.
Perfection? No, Toya. This dish might be fit to raise the dead, but it is not perfect. It needs seasoning! Back to the galley, Toya!
Yes, right. How could I not see it? Marley, my kitchen!
At the ready, ship cook.
The battle is not lost. I know how to perfect the dish. To work! The taste of death. The heart is
The verdict is clear.
been a while.
Another pinch of marrow salt. Simmer over open flame. Yes! The dish is ready, Bellamy.
Aye, Toya. I can smell it even through this accursed iron mask. Have at me then. Peel me away from my vessel once more, and I shall test the mettle of your cooking.
He has possessed another guard. I'll repeat.
I'll
Challenge
keep
them.
it stored.
So this is the power of a dread captain. Even in death, he retains his strength.
Aye, and here I thought he was gone forever. No matter. All the years of honing my craft will pay off today. We are getting closer. Redemption is at hand.
Ah, Toya. How often have I heard you say that word? Your choices still haunt you, I see.
Why else would I chase after ghosts? It has been my purpose for almost a century.
The white...
Why waste your cooking on what is long dead and buried?
For you, perhaps. I still see it every day. The look on Kuro's face. Cut through the shadows.
An island in the storm.
It does.
My galley is the battlefield.
Consider this.
Teresa, come to me.
Balanced to perfection. The pearl. It is in there somewhere.
Yes, I agree. At least as long as we have the lighthouse surrounded, no one else will get on top of it.
Glad you're not hunting me, Toya. Anything you find worthy of. Don't sell me short.
I grabbed it off.
And yet, we must carry on.
Careful negotiations.
My soul tires of this task.
I can see you, Bellamy. My cooking awaits you.
Do you know why I offered you the Black Pearl, Toya? I saw it
I
in
see
your
your
eyes.
face with it.
The hunger for a pirate's
Hear it?
life. Your partner saw it too.
Aye, for that alone, I should have died with him.
But you didn't. You fought for your life, tooth and nail, as any pirate should. Let the old stories rest, Toya. I offered you this silly
I
bargain
don't
to
see
pull you out
myself
of your
alone
stupor.
here.
You have the making of a legend.
I seek you
Forget
out.
the past
Come
and
forth.
start living for yourself.
I see
Not
penance in your
before I
future.
defeat you. Prepare your palate. My blade is ready.
It is unwise to keep me waiting.
To breathe in deep through living lungs.
Very sensible, Marty.
And hands part the leaves. Prognostica waits for no one. Will I find you? I cannot see. Gone. If it must be, it must be.
Raise with your legs. The taste of death.
My soul tires of this task.
What will I do with you, Toya? How do we end this madness?
Be aware, intruder. We are not alone. There is conflict anticipated.
Teresa,
Measure,
para servirle.
calculate, rectify.
Avert your gaze. Ashen judgment.
I thirst. Do you have water for me?
All right, have some of mine.
You are strenuously urged to reveal yourself.
The Inquisitor.
To feel the ocean breeze
Shall
again.
be thankful for this.
My golden side.
The Inquisitor remains...
Still breathing. Still sane.
No judgment.
Let the future come. Iron judgment.
Such a little sheep. A dinghy compared to the
My verdict
had a
is
vision.
final.
I cannot make sense of it.
Perhaps a
To stand so deep in thought.
Their crimes are mine.
Almost like home. Yeah.
Who needs eyes to see?
I thirst. Do you have water for me?
All right, have some of mine.
Ready to serve.
Taking your time. I hope this challenge doesn't prove too much for you.
I thirst. Do you have water
Teresa.
for me?
Ready to serve.
All right, have some of mine.
My galley is the battlefield. The oldest tricks are the best.
All of these zealots
Our
caught
task
in
is
their
never finished.
abominable design.
That's my sacred task.
Someone walks where they shouldn't.
The fire hungers for us.
Yeah. Those tracks should not exist.
I knew this would come.
My fate is
With kind
unwritten,
regards.
and so am I.
A wrong path taken. Regret will ensue. We must trust warrants an investigation. Someone is measure, calculate, rectify.
A heavy customer. A feast for my
Landed
blade.
a heavy one. Anything
Time is
shiny?
moving fast.
Our task is never finished.
Measure is
I wonder how much this pistol's worth.
I remember.
Line and
Must
sinker.
remain as it is written.
Tell me later, perhaps.
Anyone hungry? Preparation, raise with your legs.
Such a skill.
Driven out once more. My tongue awaits your cooking, Toya. You're better, Toya. But this is still not perfection.
What else could there be, demon? I have exhausted every technique under the sun.
Only you know, Toya. This be your masterpiece. Once more to the galley. I will await your result.
Molly, I need my kitchen once more.
I'm on it, ship cook. Oh, Bellamy has interfered. Your kitchen is scattered across the beach.
Qasim, this is unacceptable. I cannot walk like this. The stew will be ruined.
Come now, Toya. For anyone else, cooking this dish might be impossible now. But you are Toya of Iga. You'll figure it out.
Ha! Yes. Oh, yes. I see it now. Very well, Bellamy. Let me show you my mastery. The heart is pierced. Shadow Blade. One arm, two souls. An ambush in the making. I carry this burden.
I stand ready.
Another drop of glowing oil. Who's... No! The order is wrong. Again. My special technique. Preparing the ingredients. A dash of ether swirling through the stew. Ah! Finally. Perfection. Do you hear me, Bellamy?
I do, and my mouth already waters with anticipation. What say ye we enjoy this meal together? Here, I will ensure us a little privacy. Meet me at the lighthouse, Toya. Ye may have your redemption then.
I have perfected the stew. To the lighthouse, then.
His power far exceeds yours.
I know. Yet my course is clear.
This is not some extravagant attempt at suicide, is it now?
This should not go on
Once, perhaps.
any aberration
Now.
shall be wrecked.
Now I don't know. I have come here for a dish and a duel. Let us see if one is as revelatory as the other. Toya!
Another soul for the pyre. What will you call the dish, now that it's finished?
I was thinking about Toya's perfection.
Subtle. So what will you call the next dish you perfect then?
A valid criticism.
Come, let us enjoy the dish with a view. You've outdone yourself, Toya. In all my years, never have I tasted something so divine.
Aye.
Why so glum? Can't stomach your own cooking?
The dish is perfect. The culmination of decades of pursuit.
Then what's keeping you? Dig in!
What you said, it has made me think. All this was never anything else but an excuse. You were right. I want this life. I hunger for this life. All those years I spent here with Kuro, preparing for our doomed mission, the life we lived, the adventures we had. They gave me the taste of freedom. Kuro never saw that. For him, it was ever only the mission.
He made his choice, and you made yours.
I threw away my partner, my purpose. And for what?
Ah, Toya. Have the years we spent adventuring counted for nothing? Look at us now. A skeleton and a ghost. Sharing a meal over the dying bones of titans. What more strange adventures does this world have in store? It is for us to find out,
Aye.
Now, would you still like to take your beating from me?
I'll pass this time. Why interrupt this fine meal we're having, eh?
Wisdom at last.
Well, well, look at those two.
Do you think there will be any stew left when they're done?
There better be. After all this talk of food, I'm starving.
The dish is finished. Time to leave and taste our success.
How long has it been?
Back to the Mari. The galley awaits.